Hey, and welcome to today's training, how to instantly get more customers with the internet without losing money. Now, I'm sure that's something that you want to learn, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? Now, my name's James Nicholson, and if you give me the next 30 to 40 minutes, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can do that in any business whatsoever. And here's the good news. I've got nothing at all to sell to you today. So make sure you stick around, make sure you get a pad, take some notes, close your WhatsApp, close your Instagram, close your Facebook. Focus on this quick training because this is going to be a game changer for you, as it has already for thousands of entrepreneurs just like you. Now, my goal is to teach you my 5-step business accelerator methodology to show you how you can use this in any business whatsoever to instantly get leads and sales, build rapport, and build your expert status in your market. Now, if you stay till the end, then I'm going to jump into a live Facebook ad account and I'm going to show you exactly how the targeting is really powerful and how you can use that in your business to get leads and sales online. So you're not going to want to miss that. So what makes this different? Now, my name's James Nicholson. Great to meet you. I've worked as a business marketing expert, running my own businesses for over 15 years now. I'm not someone that's just going to stand there with loads of Lamborghinis and loads of flash stuff and show all that stuff to you, because that's just bullshit, right? You want real strategies for real businesses from someone that's actually doing this stuff in their business and helping others do this too. Now, I've spent over £1 million on digital advertising, on Facebook ads, on Google ads, on Instagram, and I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes along the way, and you guys get the shortcuts, which is why you're here today. I work with people in all sorts of business. I work with companies in the FTSE 100, medium-sized businesses, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of small businesses just like yours. And it's important to understand that, right? Because a lot of people try and teach things like Facebook ads and stuff like that, and they're not actually doing this stuff either in their own business, or they're not doing it for other people as well. So I'm different. I'm actually doing this stuff for all types of businesses, as you'll see. And by doing that, I've learned and created a methodology that any business can implement. Now, I've done a lot of things right in business. Firstly, I've got a podcast called The Rocket Cast, and I've used my business accelerator methodology to get that ranked in the top 10 on iTunes. And on this particular day, I beat a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk, who I help promote events for him in the UK when he's been over. Seth Godin's a great author that I like as well. And so that really helped get a lot of attention for me as a business owner. I run lots of live events, but we've pivoted now, right? So we used to run thousands of live events all around the UK. And because of things that happened, the virus, as we say, we've changed, right? And we moved our business online within a couple of days, actually, of that happening. And what we found was that clients actually got better results. And the reason for that was because we took it in, rather than running events for days, we took it in bite-sized modules that people could learn, implement, right? We don't just teach, we implement. That's really, really important when we work with people. I've worked with all the big names in the industry. So I helped Russell Brunson launch ClickFunnels back in the day. Over 5-6 years ago now, I met Russell at a live event in London just as he was launching ClickFunnels. And at the time, we went and had a chat. I talked about my list, which is at the time it was 100,000 UK business owners, and I helped launch ClickFunnels to that list, and really helped grow that business initially in this market over here, which was really, really good. And they're doing $100 million a year in sales now. So it's an absolute success, that business. And I was one of the first people that helped them launch it. I've learned from all sorts of people. I've spent £100,000 personally on my own education. But what's important to understand is that I've taken that content, that knowledge, and I haven't just learned it, I've implemented it. And quite a lot of it, what I figured out, particularly from the American market, I've had to adapt it and mold it so it fits the UK market, because we're different over here, right? And we need to understand that this is a different market, this is different times. And so my methodology has been created to work in the European market. So I've also had things that haven't gone so well. And I want to quickly tell you about my £2 million mistake. Now, this is my first business. And my first business was an e-commerce store. And I used to sell iPod accessories, MacBook accessories, laptop accessories, speakers, gadgets, gizmos, you name it, we sold it. And I was at the time working as a recruitment consultant in the day. And in the evening, I was running my e-commerce stores. And we were selling on eBay, on Amazon, and our own sites as well. And one thing that we noticed with e-commerce was that sites don't actually convert very well. Websites, as I say, don't really convert very well. Maybe you've got a website right now. And what we found was that when we got 100 visitors, we got one sale. And that's probably where your business sits right now. Maybe you have a website, or if you did build a website, you'd get 100 visitors and you might get one lead or one sale. And that means you got 99 that didn't buy, right? And so we found that was not really a good result. And that business started okay. And in the evenings, I was able to get the sales up to £500 a day, which was pretty good, right? Pretty happy with that. £500 a day in sales. But I wanted more from that. I wanted to grow a real decent size e-commerce store. And so what I did was I decided to leave that recruitment job. So I left the security that I had and went all in on my e-commerce site. And so that meant that I could work more hours. And so I started working 40 hours a week. Then I started working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week trying to get the sales up. And eventually, by working hard, I got the sales from 500 up to £1,000 a day, which was pretty good, right? But it got stuck. I couldn't get the sales to grow anymore, which wasn't really what I wanted. I needed to take it to the next level. So I looked at what I was doing and decided that I want more sales and leads. The one thing that I really need to get better at is marketing. So I went on Amazon and I bought one of those yellow books, you know, those for dummies books. You've probably seen them for all sorts of topics, right? And I bought SEO for Dummies. I studied it cover to cover and learnt a lot, right? And I learnt a lot of stuff about what you needed to do to rank on Google, but not how to do it. It didn't teach me how. So I studied this stuff and it was going well, but I now needed to actually get results with it. So I went on Google and I started looking for SEO courses and programs. Found a course in America from a guy. And I remember looking at it at the time and I looked at the price and it was $5,000. And to me, that was all the money I had, right? That was all my spare change in that business, $5,000. But I knew that if I was serious and I wanted to take the business to the next level, then I'd do what all serious entrepreneurs do, and that's invest. And so I invested in the program. There was no payment options. You had to pay all in one go. And we joined a group of people learning SEO together. And I learned everything from that program. And more importantly, I implemented that stuff, which was really, really important. And so implementing that stuff helped take that business to £900,000 in sales in the first year, which was pretty good because we weren't even at half of that halfway through the year. And so we had a big catch up over Christmas because we ranked for important key phrases like iPod accessories and iPod headphones and stuff like that. So first year under my belt with £900 in sales, I was pretty cocky, thought business is easy. And so second year, all in, as many hours as I could. Every single week in the second year, I was working 80 hours. Didn't really add any new things to the business. And when it got to the end of the year, started looking back at the figures and saw we'd actually made less money than the first year. We'd made less money than the first year. We'd gone backwards, right? I'd worked harder and got a worse result than my first year. We did £800,000 in sales. So I looked at the third year going into it, what needed to change. And so what I did was I started firing myself from key positions. I was doing customer service, I was ordering stock, I was packing envelopes when I needed to, and I documented the process on each and every part of that and fired myself from the customer service, fired myself from the marketing team, fired myself from all of these jobs and made it my sole role in year 3 to look at the marketing strategy. That's all I did. And that third year, the sales went from £800,000 to £2 million in sales. Huge jump in sales, purely because I got really, really active in working on marketing. Now, I've got a great opportunity in that business as well. And remember, I said this website converted at 1%. So we needed thousands and thousands of people a day to look at that site to get sales, right? And we had an opportunity. One of my suppliers came to me and he was in Ireland. I was one of their biggest customers, buying lots of iPod gadgets. And he said, look, you're doing great with this stuff. You're clearly selling a hell of a lot of stuff. Your customer service is good. And you've got a UK warehouse. We want to partner with you and launch a TV channel. And I remember thinking, what? A TV channel? I couldn't fathom how big that might be, a TV channel. And I had a mentor at the time and he said, look, you need to go for this, because what if they launch the TV channel without you and it becomes the next biggest channel, the next QVC? You're going to have so much regret. If it doesn't work out, you can always focus more on getting this business back to where it was. So we did launch a TV channel, and this was our channel. It was called Buy Tech TV. And you might recognize this lady if you know Channel 5's Gadget Show. She's called Pollyanna Woodward, and she's one of the presenters on that show. And the TV channel taught me a lot. And it was really expensive to run, taught me that for sure. But it taught me it was a very different buying style. And the lesson that I learned from that TV channel was that content's really important. You see, every product that we had a 15-minute slot. And for 15 minutes, we'd demonstrate it, we'd cover all the objections anyone might have, and we'd give a hell of a lot of value. And the sales for the TV channel were 100 viewers would result in 10 sales. Whereas the website, 100 visitors would result in 1 sale. So the content resulted in a 10 times increase in sales. 10 times. And so I had to make sure I wrote that down and remembered that. I needed to figure out how I could replicate that in an online world. Now, business was going well. We were doing £2 million a year in sales for 5 consecutive years. And one day, one of the guys came into the office with a face that was white like a ghost. He said, James, our Amazon account's been shut down. And instantly, I knew that we had a problem. Instantly, I knew this is something serious that I need to work on in my business. So we went to his computer, we looked, and as he said, our Amazon account had been shut down. A great big red message all the way across the top. There was an email from Amazon to back it up, and it said, you've been shut down for breaking a seller policy. And not only that, we're holding all the funds in your account for 6 months. The reasoning being that they wanted to make sure that we shipped all the orders, dealt with any refunds, and any issues that might arise after they took us off the platform. So at the time, we were doing £1 million in sales on Amazon. So I'd lost half my revenue overnight. For some of you right now that went through difficulties with Corona, that might be what's happening right now in your business or happened in your business. Your sales just stopped straight away. And so I still had this huge warehouse, I had staff, and I didn't really change much. I just tried to keep going with what we had, funded the business with personal credit cards, and in 4 short months, I racked up £50,000 in personal debt. It was so bad that I couldn't operate anymore. I had no way to get any more funds, so I had to call in a liquidator. Now, I'm sure you'd agree that feedback scores are important online. If you're on eBay or Amazon or any of those platforms, it's important to have a good feedback score, right? And so that was essential for us. We needed a good feedback score. And so what we did was anytime we had an issue, we would reach out to that person and we would try and resolve the issue, offer them a discount, a refund, and in exchange to ask them to remove the feedback. Now, one customer was a lawyer. He bought a mouse from us for a computer and it got broken in the post. And so because of that, he went straight on and left a negative feedback. My team reached out to him because I asked them to, and they tried to resolve the issue, tried to offer a refund, a discount, and asked him if he would remove the feedback. And he was quite angry still about the situation with his order. He looked through Amazon's seller policy, figured out the policy that we'd broken, and forwarded all our correspondence to Amazon and said that we should be shut down from their platform, that we should be removed immediately from the platform. Amazon read the emails and agreed. And we got shut down because of that. Now, on that day, as I said, we had £55,000 in our Amazon account. £55,000 in our Amazon account. Now, they said that they'd give the money back to us 6 months later. But the business only survived 4 months because I had run out of money. And I'd run out of personal credit cards that I could fund the business on. I didn't pivot, I didn't adapt, I didn't change, I didn't add any new products or services, which is exactly what we need to do with these new times that we're in right now, right? And that meant that that business failed. Now, often people say, well, yeah, in 6 months you got your money back, right? No, I didn't. At 6 months, Amazon emailed me and said you can withdraw the funds from your account now. So I went to withdraw the funds, but the problem was that it was a business that I was running that account from. And that business had failed. That bank account had shut down. And what that meant was that Amazon weren't going to give me the money back. I tried to change the bank account and they said, look, the account's shut. Your company's shut. We don't owe you any money. We owe your company money. So we're not going to be sending the funds across. So for a few months, I sat there angry, annoyed. What the hell's going on? I had a great, successful business and now it's stuck. And a lot of people are going through or went through this process with the COVID-19, right? Your business was good and suddenly things changed. And you need to pivot, adapt, and change your business to accommodate what's going on in the market. Right now, that business, my first business, had margins that were squeezed. I didn't have high margins, which means I didn't have a big pot of cash sitting there. Right, that was a difficulty that my business went through. I got 50 grand in debt, and that was not possible for me to service that debt. I didn't have enough income coming in to pay the debt on time, which got really, really stressful at times. So I sat there for a few months, angry, annoyed, frustrated. How's this happened? My business is doing great, and now I'm not trading anymore. So I looked at the skills I had, right? I had skills to grow a business. To go from 0 to £2 million is a big task, and I'd figured that out. And what I needed to do was have a business that had better margins. So I started marketing for other small business owners. I started marketing and doing SEO, ranking those people on Google, because that was what was getting me the most customers. So I contacted small and local business owners to see how they could get more leads and sales in their business. So first off, I launched as SEO desk. Then I rebranded as digital marketing desk, which I still have today and still service clients in that business today. And that allows me to get an understanding on what works for any type of business, right? So I'm not just one of these people that sells courses or anything like that. In fact, as I said, I've got nothing to sell to you today at all, right? Nothing to sell to you today at all. But what it has taught me is what works in different industries, what works for estate agents, what works for coaches, what works for e-commerce stores. And so I figured this stuff out. And we work with all sorts of businesses in that. We work with Utility Warehouse at the board level, Town and Country Cleaning, a local cleaning company, National Health Service, NJB Recycling, big grab hire company, and Bathroom World, an e-commerce store. But all sorts of businesses I work with. And what I've developed that works for them and my business and will work with your business is the Business Accelerator methodology. And that's a methodology that teaches you how to get clients at little to no cost and also how to run your business more efficiently. So look, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've found out that it's important to charge what you're worth. You need to have a product that has margin, right? And that allows you to serve your clients. And you need to bring in customers at little to no cost. That's essential. Right? You need to bring in customers for little to no cost. When you can do that, your business is going to fly. You need more leads than you could ever cope with. And then you can be selective. Stop working with people that have a pulse or a checkbook. Start working with people that value you as an entrepreneur. So where you're sitting right now to where you need to get to It's not that difficult when you implement this methodology, which I'm going to teach you now. So I've discovered this the hard way, right? You guys get to cheat and get to figure this out, right? And we are going to help you guys do this in your business. So the hard way: spend £1 million on advertising, get yourself 50 grand in debt, and taken thousands of hours to learn the right way, right? Learning this stuff takes time, right? It takes time, and we're going to give you the shortcut here today. So if you want the easy way that doesn't cost you any money, then you need to be ready to learn. Remember, there's nothing for sale here today. You need to be ready. Close your Instagram, close your Facebook. This is where you really need to study and implement, right? I've worked this out over 10 years, spent thousands on advertising. Here's the shortcut. So there's 5 steps to creating profitable marketing campaigns. There's 5 steps. And these are the 5 steps that you need to follow in your business. So first step is content. You need content so people know you, like you, trust you. That content gives you expert status, right? It's essential that you get expert status in there. So this is content that's gone out there. It's targeting a business audience. And the content, as you can see, says 3 reasons people don't buy from you, right? 3 reasons people don't buy from you. And look at the numbers on this stuff. It's crazy. There's 800 likes and smiley faces and stuff like that. 800. 239 shares, which means people thought this business content was really good and shared it onto their page. 350,000 views, 149 comments, right? Crazy engagement on here. Crazy, 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 crazy engagement. And that is what you want as a business, right? You want people to know you, like you, trust you. Most businesses try and sell to you. That's all they do, is they try and sell to you straight away. And this isn't doing that. Let's look at another example with an estate agent. So this is a client of mine. They're in Doncaster. They're called Moss Properties. Think about estate agents for a minute. What do most of them do when they're trying to market? Most of them, they'll say they're the best. Most of them say, buy my stuff. We've got the cheapest rates. We've been established the longest. We've got the most stock sold. We've got the best agents. They all say the same stuff, right? And none of that, you don't care about that. There's no value there at all to you because they're all saying the same stuff, right? No estate agent says they're the worst. All of them say they're the best. Now, look at the bottom left here. You can see what this estate agent's saying is the Doncaster property market update. So this is Fran, and she works for Moss Properties. And all she does is tell you what's going on in the market. And it's an honest appraisal that they do every week where they'll say 5-bedroom houses are going up in value, 3-bedroom houses are going down in value. We need a load of 1-bedroom flats to sell those fast, and we need to get other properties on our books of certain types. They'll say what's going up, what's going down, which areas of the town are doing really well, and that's a market update. Now imagine you live in Doncaster for a minute. Imagine you're looking to buy a house, sell a house, rent a house, whatever it is. Would you agree that would get your attention? Would you agree? Of course it would, right? That would get your attention because it's very different. It's also valued because people buy newspapers locally to find out this very information. And no one's doing this in the market, but Moss Properties are doing this, and their business has gone from 10 staff to 20 staff. They're in something called the Guild of Property Professionals, and they have won, using my methodology, they've won the award for the best social media campaign, the most effective social media in the business. Look at this video here. It's got 63,000 views. 63,000 views. This is the power of content to the right audience at the right time. So we're going to teach you this on the Business Accelerator. I'm going to teach you, mentor you, and guide you on what to produce and how to get it out to the market. It's going to be a game changer for you. If you don't want to be on video, then that's fine. You can do written content like a blog post, and that's another option for you. Now let's look at why you do content. Firstly, it establishes you as a thought leader. It generates sales more efficiently, and it will pull in unexpected content. So imagine that video from Fran. She could have the biggest landlords in Doncaster watching that video every week. In fact, I would be certain that they are, and because she's not selling to them, they're going to get the attention of that landlord and potentially get them as a customer. It's cheaper compared to other forms of marketing. It will increase your sales, builds valuable relationship with your audience. It can enhance your brand image. It helps beat your competition. They're lazy. They're not going to do this stuff. And it attracts people with a real interest in your brand. It will also help you build a long-term audience. Content is going to change your business in ways you can't imagine. And I'm going to mentor you to get this done on the Business Accelerator. It's going to be a life changer for you and your business. Now, when we've got the content, we can advertise it, right? One thing that we do, and I'm world class at, is teaching you Facebook ads. And you can learn any ad platform, but Facebook ads is really, really good. And you could do this on LinkedIn or whatever. But let's look at the costs on Facebook ads, right? So if you look at that top video, how to build your list for zero cost, it's got 92 views. And look at the cost, 0.001 of a pence. What that means is it's getting 10 views for 1 penny. 10 views for 1 penny. If you look at the right-hand side bottom, we spent £155, and we've got 91,000 views. 91,000 people have watched for at least 2 seconds or more. Now, this is my exact ideal customer. Imagine if you spent £150 advertising elsewhere on Google Ads. You wouldn't get hardly any clicks, or you've spent it on the newspaper or something like that. It wouldn't get you the result that you're looking for. So, I mean, look at these results. They're crazy, right? So we're spending £155. We're getting 91,000 people looking at our content. And these are our ideal customer, right? We're not talking about just random people. These are entrepreneurs and business owners in London. Now, Sanjay, when he works this, he targets business owners, landlords, people looking to buy and sell houses in Doncaster. It's your ideal customer looking for it. There's no other way to get in front of these people. So this is really, really powerful stuff. So we're starting with content. So we're getting it so people know us, like us, and trust us. And we're building that expert status. We're building rapport in the market. So once we've done that, once we've built some rapport, we need some leads, right? And so the next step is to capture leads into the business. And we do that by giving away something. And here's an example of a page that I give away a PDF. So it's a PDF with some examples of really good Facebook ads, really good Facebook ads. And if you go to this page, this is exactly what it looks like. And here's a few key things that I want you to notice. Notice there's no home, there's no about us, there's no testimonials, there's no case studies. There's nothing else on this page at all apart from opt in or leave. Now think back to earlier when we spoke about my website, the e-commerce site, and your website. And I said to you that a normal website will get around 1% conversion, meaning 100 visitors will get you 1 lead. Now, that's great, but you need more leads than 1 lead. And to get 10 leads or 20 leads or 30 leads or 100 leads, you're going to need many thousands of people looking at your site, which makes it really, really difficult. Now, here's the magic. When I send someone to this page actually converts at 70%. Yeah, you heard that right. 70%. Now, that is freakishly good. Not all of my pages that I give away PDFs convert that high, but we're always aiming for 50%. As the very least, 50% would be a bad case scenario. So think about this. All I need to do now is get 100 visitors to my site, and I'm going to get 50 leads. Imagine how that will change your business. Imagine how right now you might get 100 visitors to your site in a month, but when you use my Business Accelerator methodology, you could get 50 times the amount of leads into your business just with a few simple tweaks. Now, the reason it works so well is because in the content, I'll say, hey, if you want to grab my PDF on Facebook ads, then click on the link below and you can grab the PDF. So they knew that they were going to be asked to do that. And when they visit the site, there's no distractions, there's no case studies, videos, testimonials, all the stuff that really muddles and confuses people. We take that away. We're just saying, here's your choice. And your choice is to get the PDF or leave. And that's why the conversion rate is so high. Now, we're going to work with you on our business accelerator to help you to get your giveaway sorted. And it could be various different things that you do. And in fact, we actually give our clients a load of PDFs that they've got the rights to just use, right? There's ones in all different sectors. So you don't even have to think about it, really. We make it as easy as we can for you. But if you do want to make your own, then let's give you some ideas on what that might be. Now, these guys are a debt helpline in America, and they give you a spreadsheet. So all you do is you fill in a spreadsheet, and it helps you work out which debts you should pay first, which ones have the highest interest, and it monitors your progress, right? It's a simple spreadsheet with some formulas in it. I forgot what they were called. So some formulas in it, right? And you could make something similar, right? If you knew how to do Excel, then you could do that. Or you could find someone that could do it for you, right? And make something valuable to your audience. These guys here, they give away a video course. So they get people to opt in for a video course that trains people and that gets people working with them. After they've done the video course, a lot of people go on and buy their product or service. So and the first step is content. The content's there so people know you, like you, trust you. So you get that expert status and you build that rapport. And then, as you saw, we can put that content out on social media for no cost. But if we want to put petrol on it and really get our name out there, we could use Facebook ads. And I'll mentor you on building Facebook ads and getting those working in your business. And as you saw, we spent £155 and we got 91,000 views on our stuff. Now, that's crazy, right? So first step's content. Then we capture leads, and we do that giving away something. So we might give away a guide, a report, a discount voucher, get them to opt in for a series of video training. They might opt in for webinars, live events. There's a ton of different things, and we'll work with you. In fact, I will work with you to figure out what it is in your business. It won't be a coach or anyone else. It will be me that works with you to get this figured out in your business. It's going to be a real game changer for you when you've got this, right? Remember, we went from 100 visitors to 1 lead to 100 visitors to 70 leads. 70 leads. And some of my students beat me. Not all, for full transparency, but imagine this. Where you are right now, imagine if we can get you, and it was totally wrong what I'm saying here, but we got you to 10% conversion. That's 10 times the leads that you got right now. This is why this is really, really exciting, right? Then the third step is to turn them into a customer. And that might be how you turn them into a customer already. It could be via a sales call. It could be via that you go out on a meeting and visit them and do quotation. Could be that you sell them something cheap. So one thing I do is sell my book and get people activated, because I know if they get my book, there's a good chance that they'll buy more from me. You might sell a digital course just to activate them as a customer. Whatever it is that you do, that's what I want to look to happen here. You might remember this offer back in the day. I remember this when I was a kid, right? And this is Columbia House Records. And what they did is they activated you as a customer with a bonkers deal. CDs back here were 20, 25 quid from what I can remember. They were expensive, right? And that's a long time ago. This is like 90s or whatever. And these guys gave you 12 albums for a penny, right? You literally felt like you were stealing from them. And then if you stuck with the offer, they would send you a CD each month, and you had the option to keep it or send it back to them. And they knew their numbers. They knew enough people would stick and become a member lifetime with them, and they make their money back. But this is an offer that is like anyone would go for it. It's an incredible offer, so much so you felt like you were stealing from the company, but it activated you as a customer and kept you in. And that's what you need to do. So some of you might sell something cheap. Some of you, as said, might get them booked onto a sales call. Some of you might get them to watch a webinar and then sell to them. Or you might get them to go on an appointment. There's various different things, and we'll figure it out with you what your method to turn them into a customer should be. Groupon's a great place to go and look for really crazy offers that people are doing. I don't suggest you go and launch your product or service on Groupon, and here's why. One is that they take half the money, and it takes them a while to pay that through, and you've got to front all the costs up. And also, when you're selling on Groupon, you can't sell more to clients easily. So I want to make it so you get an offer that's like Groupon maybe, and then you can sell additional products and services to keep people as a client. So it's a good place to go and have a look. Amazon do this with the Kindles. They sell the Kindle at cost, right? They don't make any profit on the Kindle, but their goal is to get you as a customer because you're most likely going to buy the books from them in the future. So step one is content, and that positions you as the expert. Step two is to capture some leads. That's really, really important to do that, right? Capture some leads, and then you're going to turn them into a customer. You're going to offer your product and service. Maybe you sell them something cheap, or you book a call, or you book an appointment. We'll work that with you, but we'll make it so it happens in an automated way. So if someone books a call with you, that happens in an automated way. If someone books an appointment or you book a webinar, it happens in an automated way. So you can get clients on demand. Then you offer your core offer. So at this stage in my business, we would offer my core product and service, and that's called the Business Accelerator. And that's where we implement this methodology with you. And don't worry, we haven't got anything to sell to you today, but this is a product that we have. We used to run it as live events. Now we do it online. We actually found moving it to the online world got better results for people. And that is taught in Zoom classes. So it's not that you watch recordings. We moved it so people can implement, see what I do, and then implement it into their business all at one time, which is really, really powerful stuff. And so we're very different to a lot of training companies, because a lot of training companies train people, right? And you've learned stuff. You've learned stuff before, I'm sure you have, and not done anything with it. That really annoys me. I need you to build this stuff, right? I need you to build what we're talking about, this methodology, the Business Accelerator. We actually call it a lead machine when we're capturing leads online, and we just build that with you. It takes a couple of hours and we get that working, and you'll have leads coming into your business straight away after you finish the program. But we run our Business Accelerator. That's our core offer. And at this stage, you're going to offer your core offer, right? And as I said, some of you need to pivot right now. Times have changed. You might need to offer additional products and services. One of our guys, I'm not sure if he's in this picture here, he was a pizza chef, right? And so he was a pizza chef, hated that, left that business behind, and then he started launching training for kids' birthday parties, right? And he absolutely loved running these kids parties, but then obviously COVID-19 happened, so he couldn't do that anymore, and now he's teaching people online how to make pizza and selling courses and changing lives doing that. So you just need to pivot, right? And we've adapted my business. So my business is now developed and delivered online by me. People can see me, I can see them and ask them questions. And so you guys need to do that, and I'll help you work out how to create your product. I worked with a pub as well recently, and they now sell online. They do grocery deliveries as well as food deliveries, and they've actually replaced their pub income. And so that's a real win for their business. A lot of people that we work with, they do digital courses, digital programs in all sorts of things. So we're going to help you guys get this nailed anyway. So that's the fourth step, is to offer your core offer. And then you must continue to sell to people, right? The fortune's in the follow-up. The fortune is not in getting new leads constantly. When I work with you, one of the key things I'm going to do first is get you to sell more to your existing clients. Go back to your existing clients and develop new products and services that can help them. So I work with a homeopathist. She's called Polly Tomlinson, and she was doing homeopathy, which meant that she needed monthly appointments with people to get them more remedies and look after them and treat them and help them. But we pivoted that business and we added extra stuff into the business. So she created a book, which I helped get bestseller on Amazon. And she also created some retreats, right? And she's run 2 retreats now and made £10,000 in sales on each one, which is a considerable more income than she gets from the homeopathy business. And she actually loves doing the retreats as well. And so I'll work with you and we'll figure out what else can you sell to people. Maybe you can partner with other people. Maybe you can do some affiliate products to people. There's a ton of different things that we can add. Maybe you can run a retreat in your business. And so that's one thing that you need to have in there to not go looking for new clients all the time, but actually serve and deliver more value to your existing clients. So McDonald's do that. You walk in the door, you get a hamburger, right? You get the hamburger and then they sell you the meal. And then when you've got the medium meal, they sell you the large meal. When you've got the large meal, they sell you the supersized meal. Once you've got that, they sell you the mozzarella sticks and all the other stuff in between, right? And so it's really important that you're like McDonald's and you sell automatically extra products and services to people to get more business. Amazon do that. They bundle stuff together. When you bought something on the thank you page, they offer you more stuff. And you need to have additional products and services that you can sell. I'm an Apple fanboy, right? This is on a MacBook. I've got the Apple Watch. I've got the iPhone. I've got all their products. And I'm excited whenever they bring out a new product. I literally can't wait. And so that's what you need to do, is be like Apple and sell more products and services to your clients. So let me ask you a question. We've been together 40 odd minutes now, and I'm sure you'd be interested in how to get some help on getting this working in your business. Well, look, old habits die hard. Loads of people watch training and then they go away and they do nothing with it. You're inspired, you're interested, you're thinking, wow, the methodology works. But what you need to do is plan out exactly how we can get this working in your business. And what I want to do for you is help you guys. So my team and I, we've set aside some time and we want to help you get this working in your business. Now, remember, I've got nothing to sell to you today. I want to give you an opportunity for a no-cost training session with one of my team. Now, who's this for? You've got to be totally committed to adding at least 5 figures to your business income per month. And you need to be giving massive value to your clients. And in return, you'll be handsomely rewarded when you implement this system. Now, you need to have a service to sell. I say no multi-level marketing, but there is a caveat to that. So if you do MLM, multi-level marketing, I will work with you if you're looking to build a team. I won't work with you if you're looking to just sell product, because in multi-level marketing, I've got a ton of people that I've helped with their income in that. But the secret is to grow your team, not to sell individual products with that one. So how this works is we've put aside 15 slots in the next week. So we've got 15 slots. What I want you to do is to book onto one of these free strategy calls. I'm going to show you really, really quickly how this works and how you can get this working in your business. Below this video is a link and there's a button that says click to book your call. And if you click that button, you're going to get taken to a page here where you can schedule in a call with one of my team. Now, here's how this works for full transparency. What you're going to do is you're going to book onto the call now and you're going to get your time selected. And I want to explain how this works. And the reason I do this is because there was a lovely lady, we ran these sessions about 5-6 weeks ago, and one lady booked on, and I didn't explain this properly, and she got a little bit upset, and I'll explain why here. So what happens is we're going to book you on and you're going to be having a call with one of my team. Now, you need to make sure that you show up to the call. Really, really important that you show up to the call. So when you book with this system, it will allow you to put it in your Google Calendar, your Apple Calendar, whatever calendar you use, and make sure you note it down, because you're all adults and we're only looking to work with serious business owners here. So if you can't answer a call, then we won't be calling you back, okay? And that's just for full transparency, right? So you're going to click on here, you're going to select the date that's good for you, and that will tell you what times we've got available, and then you click a time and then that will take it off our diary, and then you just need to put your name and email, company and phone number in so we can make sure you get the appointment. Now, it's better to put your mobile number in here because it will text you with some reminders. So do put your mobile number in, because then you'll get a text reminder. It won't text you afterwards, it will just text you the reminder of the appointment. Now, here's the next important thing. Once you've done that and you've booked your time, it's going to take you to this page here. And if you don't fill in this page, then you will not get a call from my team. The reason we ask you for this is because we want to save time. We don't want to waste time going through this stuff with you on a call. So there's a few steps that I just need you to fill in here. And on here, it's just going to ask you a few questions about your business, like what's your web address, do you have Facebook, all these different things that we might want to know. So on the call, we don't have to worry about that stuff. The guys that will speak to you will be prepared. They'll have done some research on your business and they'll know a little bit about you, right? And so it just saves a ton of time. So the calls are going to be half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on how fast we get through that. And here's full transparency how it works, right? So we'll have a call with you for half an hour to 45 minutes. And then at the end of the call, if we feel you're a good fit, then we might offer you an opportunity to enroll on our business accelerator. But remember that little lady that I spoke about who got upset? We didn't offer her the chance to work with us on the business accelerator because she wasn't just ready for it yet. She wasn't quite ready. But if that's the case for you, then we're not just going to leave you hanging. We'll just push you in the right direction and say, this is what your next step should be, if that makes sense, right? So we won't just leave you hanging. We're really going to focus on what's your next step and get you sorted. But if we feel we can help you, then at the end of the call, once we've got your strategy down for you, then we might give you a chance to enroll in the Business Accelerator. So don't get offended if you don't get offered it. That's all I'm saying, right? So you still get massive value. There's no cost to the call. So book on your call right now. Get your form filled in. So get your slot booked on this strategy schedule once. So click on the button below this video that you're watching with me. There's a big orange button there, and that will say book strategy call or consultancy call or something like that, right? If you click on that, it will take you to this page, the schedule once, and you can book your time. Remember, get it in your diary because you only get one session. If you miss that session, we're limited in time. These don't cost any money. We're not going to chase people, right? If we're helping you out and mapping out how you can get this to work, you need to show up when it's the right time for you to do it, right? And so after that, the next step, you'll have to fill in this quick survey. It's going to take you 2 minutes to do. I just need to know a bit about your business, your website address, if you're trading already or not. It doesn't determine whether you get a call or not. You're going to get the call regardless. But I just need to know about you so we don't waste time on the call. Remember, the call is going to be 30 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on how quickly we get through the information and mapping out a strategy for you. Then, at the end of the call, if you're a good fit, we'll offer you the chance to work on the Business Accelerator and work with us. But for full transparency, that isn't for everybody. And so if you don't get offered that, please don't be upset or offended. We'll just tell you some steps that you can take first and do those steps, go away and do those, and then come back to us, right? And when you come back to us, we'll have this sorted for you. We'll get this working for you. And so there's an option to come back to us if you do what you need to do first, right? So what I want you to do now is click on the link, get your call booked in, because there's only 15 calls per week, right? So I don't want you to miss that. So click the button below, get yourself booked on here, then fill in this section here, right? Then fill in this section here. So do that now, and then we're going to jump onto the Facebook ads now, right? So as I said, I promised you, if you stuck around until the end, I was going to show you in a Facebook ad account. And this is in my Facebook ad account. And what I want to show you here is the power of the targeting. It's crazy how good this is, right? So this is inside a Facebook ad account. And what you can do is you can do razor sharp targeting. So my office is in Dorking in Surrey, right? So if I want to target people in Dorking, I can put Dorking and it will go 40 kilometers out, or I can move it in a little bit and it will show me that I can target people from Dorking to Sutton to Crawley to Guildford, right? And so that, if I was a small local business, could be good. Or I could go with postcode, right? So my postcode where I live is in Coulsdon, near Croydon, and you can see I live somewhere in there. And what's really powerful here is, if you're a local business, there's never been a way to target those people. Imagine you're an estate agent, you're a massage parlor, or something like that, or a restaurant. There's never been a way to target these people for so cheap, for pennies, right? For absolute pennies. So that's one thing that you can do with targeting, is you can do that. But not only that, you don't have to waste money, because you can target people. Sorry, I'm going to put that back out to United States for now. You can target United Kingdom, sorry. You can target people by age as well. So if you wanted to target all the women, you could target by gender, and you could target women that are over 30 that live in Dorking, right? And get your message out. If you're a nail salon or hair salon or something like that, you can get really granular on who you target. Then when you get down to this section, you can get even more targeting. So if you wanted to target landlords, you can target people that have got a job title of a landlord. That could be really useful for a lot of businesses in the UK, right? A lot of businesses could benefit from that. You can target people that are engaged. Imagine that. So you had a wedding shop, a bridal shop, a venue, florist, a band. All these businesses could really benefit from targeting someone that's engaged, right? That could be really powerful. My business, we target entrepreneurs and business owners, and we find that a lot of people that have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad are particularly good for us. So we target people that have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad or Think and Grow Rich. That's really powerful targeting for us as a business owner. Or maybe we target someone that likes Tony Robbins, right? That could be a really good person. Now, maybe you're an interior designer or someone like that. You could target people that go to the Ideal Home Show. And there's a ton of businesses that could benefit from that, because they're generally better quality people. They're more likely to spend more on renovations and house building and stuff like that. People that go to the Ideal Home Show. So that's really, really powerful. And you can type in some ideas there. And I'm going to work with you on the Business Accelerator to figure this out, right? Who you should be targeting, and get that targeting set up for you. So that's really powerful. You can target people via the browse function here. You can target people via education, so people that go to certain universities. So we work with someone that does a university. They target the university students of a certain age and share their student accommodation with those people. That's really powerful. You want to target people in America, you can target via their income, which is great. Life events is really, really powerful, right? So you can target people that have got an anniversary in 30 days. So imagine that. Even if you didn't have a business, which some of you on here won't, right? And if you don't have a business, what I'm going to suggest we do with you is teach you how to run a marketing agency. So you can run a marketing agency that you could work with florists, and you could say, hey, I'm going to target all the men that have got anniversaries in the next 30 days, and you could get them to book their flowers ahead of time. That'd be an amazing targeting option to do. You could target people by date of birth, people that have got an upcoming birthday. Imagine you could set a marketing agency up, target restaurants, and you could say, hey, bring your birthday party here. If you bring 6 people, I'll give you a free bottle of champagne. Right, and you know they're going to spend more money, which is crazy, right? Friends that have got birthdays in the next 7 days, people that have got a new job, relationship status, newly engaged, parents, right? So loads of businesses could benefit targeting parents with toddlers, like older children, all sorts of age ranges. You could target that for e-commerce stores. There's a ton of things that you could do that. You could target people by relationship status, people that are divorced, engaged, in a relationship, married, open relationship, separated, who knows? You can target people by the big employers they work for, or the industries they're in, if they're architects or in business and finance. You can target people via the interests they've got, right? So the fitness that they've got. So maybe you do yoga. You could target people that are interested in yoga, right? We've got one client at the moment that is running yoga courses during the lockdown and absolutely smashing it. You want to run an e-commerce store, loads of people want to do that. You can target people that are interested in beauty salons, cosmetics, fragrances, hair products, spas, tattoos, clothing they're interested in, accessories they're interested in, toys, sports, outdoors, technology. It's bonkers, and I'm going to work with you to figure out this targeting. You need someone that's well classed at this. Not only do you need the targeting, but you need the methodology, the Business Accelerator methodology implemented in this. So what I want you to do now is click on that orange button if you haven't done already. Get yourself booked in on one of these calls. Remember, we only do 15 of these a week, so there's a scarce amount of these, and that's because they're not for everyone, right? We're not for everybody, right? But let's at least get to know you. Let's find out about your business, and let's see how you can get the Business Accelerator working. And if you're a good fit, let's see if we can work together at the end of it, right? So book your call. Find out what this is all about. Make sure you get it in your diary, because if you don't show up, you won't get it. We won't be calling you back, as we said. And that's not a bad thing. It's just we only want to work with people that can show up when they say they're going to show up. And then what I want you to do is fill in this questionnaire, because I don't want to waste time on those calls asking you stupid stuff like, have you got a website? Have you been trading XYZ years? When you can tell us all that before, and we can get ready for the call before we speak to you. Right? So do that now. Click on that button. Get yourself sorted on this course. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to get my team to really get this working for your business. Remember, it's a totally free strategy call. We'll give you everything you need, but you need to do that now. So click on that link, get yourself booked on, and get the second step done. And we'll see you on the next page. So we'll see you guys soon. I hope you found lots of value. God bless you. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. And make sure you pivot your business in these difficult, uncertain new times. We've done it with a ton of people. Like, we've got a homeopathist who's running retreats. We've got a pizza guy that's now running online courses. We've got a singing coach, 2 singing coaches actually, who sell now digital courses. We've got 2 people that do massage, that are teaching massage online, making more money than they were with their previous business doing the massage. Right, which is really, really powerful. We've got people that are running, we've got loads of mortgage brokers that we work with. We've got a ton of estate agents that have pivoted their business because they're not able to do the viewings and stuff like that. What you get with the Business Accelerator is a family, right? We're going to get you in a community of thriving entrepreneurs. That's why we have the opportunity to work with you that isn't for everyone, right? Because as we call our clients, we call them family. Right? We all work together. We're all in this together. We're all helping each other, masterminding, giving ideas. We've got thousands of years of experience between us all and hundreds of millions of pounds in turnover. And so that's where you need to be. The Business Accelerator is what's going to take your business to the next level. So get your strategy call booked. Click on that link. Get yourself booked in. Get that questionnaire booked in. Show up ready for that call. Show up ready. Be ready. Be willing to learn. Be willing to really work out how this methodology is going to work for you. And I'll see you guys really, really soon. So I hope you found this training useful. I can't wait even to meet some of you face to face and help you grow your business soon. Bye for now.